Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. Can you take us through the two picks? Just kind of through both those plays and what you saw.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna collect my thoughts for a second. Yeah, the first one, kind of like we call it like Dover. Like two guys kind of running across the field, running away from coverage, and I saw the ball kind of sail a little bit, and I haven't obviously got the chance to watch the film, but when plays like that typically happen, it's either a defender's like on the body of the receiver, which affects the throw, or our rush, which was kind of getting after them all day, affects the quarterback's throw. And so, I always talk about it, but plays like that are a culmination of really great defense and then just executing last second in the back end. So that was the first one. The second one, really great communication before the play. I think really set us up for success. And I was just matching the receiver. And once again, I think when your rush is getting after it, it hurries the quarterback's clock up a little bit, and I'm just able to make a play. I wish I would have scored. That would have been fun. But it's really cool seeing Eric score. I think they were saying that was his first time, scoring in a while. So that was really cool. I was happy for him. And I just thought it was a great team effort today. Great team win. Special teams down that punt, I think like inside the 10, late in the game there. And that was huge for us in that 2-minute situation. Obviously, Pat was able to close it out, so it was big.
And then to get to 5 picks again, third year in a row, despite the lack of team success and the injuries you've dealt with, do you feel like today was kind of another stamp, like, hey, I'm still here as one of the elite safeties?
Yeah, obviously it's been a weird year, but my confidence never wavers. I think a big part of that is the coaches, speaking life, over me. And I got a bunch of great guys in the locker room that are always confident, in my abilities and what I can do. And I have the utmost confidence in myself. And I know it has been a tough season, for us as a team. And, the most important thing is just to find a way to win. So I'm just really happy, in front of our fans, we were able to pull together a nice team win today. Offense really came out in the second half and did such a good job moving the ball. They ran a bunch of time off the clock there at the end. And like I said, special teams down that inside. That's big. Instead of, starting on like the 20, 25, ball goes in the end zone. Whatever the case may be, we were able to down it, pretty far. And, you make them go the whole length of the field with no timeouts against our defense. I like us. And so I just love that the team effort there today. And I think that's, what we need to do these, last 3 games of the season.
Yeah, you guys were able to dominate in all 3 phases in the second half as a defense. You guys obviously have been really good this entire season. How happy are you for the special teams and the offense? And then you, like you said, you guys being able to pull it up together in the second half.
Yeah, no, I was ecstatic. That's what we've kind of struggled to do most of the year. There's games where the defense, strings together a couple good series. There's games the offense strings together a couple good series. And it just seems like sometimes we weren't able to kind of, and special teams too, and we weren't able to kind of like bring it all together. A lot of the games this year came down to 1-score games, and those are the difference makers. And so today, I just thought we did a great job. Like, we could have easily, after we gave up that long drive, to the Cardinals to make it almost, within striking distance again. Offense came out, got a couple first downs, ran a bunch of time off the clock. Special teams downed it, and then we were able to come out. Like, that's a great job of a team effort of closing out that game. So just really excited about that, and excited to kind of have that momentum carry on next week to the Rams.
Justin, Latavius got here in the middle of the season, and obviously there's all this work that goes in the offseason training camp. How have you guys embraced him over the last couple months since he's been here? And then he's 32, 10th season. He just said that was the first time he's gotten a game ball in the locker room. Could you tell what this means to him?
Yeah, no, it means a lot. Tay's one of the, like the ultimate competitors, and I'm so appreciative of him. And it's crazy how God works. We bring Tay in, over from the Saints, and obviously knew about him. Played him earlier on in his career and in mine when he was with the Raiders, and then, he was here a few years ago. Actually, it would have been last year, I think, with the Ravens. And always admired him as a player. And so to have him in the locker room and to get to know him and the competitor that he is, really thankful for him and just how he comes in here every day, selflessly and just wants to figure this thing out, wants to contribute to winning. And I'm appreciative of him, man, and happy that we have him. And just like I said, I'm excited for him to keep leading the offense and find ways for us to close out the rest of the games this season.
Well, I know you kind of touched on it, but the guy's not giving up. Well, going back to last week, right, down 27-0, sure you didn't come away with the win. And then today, down 9-3, and O-linemen getting shuffled in and out and all the sacks and all that. I guess how gratifying is it that you guys aren't packing it in, that guys aren't making business decisions or whatever it may be, that you guys are fighting and clawing for everything and trying to win as many games as you can down the stretch here?
Yeah, I think what we've talked about and what's most important is closing out the season the way we want to and just blocking out all the noise. Obviously, it's been, not a great year for us in the win column, and there's obviously a lot of things said, all across the board, but all we can do is just focus on what we can control. And, that's our work each and every day throughout the week, our preparation, and then the execution on game day. And I'm just really proud of the guys in the locker room because you can easily, fold and give in to, all right, got 4 games left, like, we're not in the playoffs, like, I'm just going to collect a check. And I think, today you can see, like, guys fighting and battling, down 9-3 at halftime, to come out in the second half and to really execute at a high level and find a way to win the game is important. And I'm really proud of these guys in the locker room and the leadership and the coaches, for the preparation week in and week out. I know it's not easy on a bunch of different people, and so I'm just appreciative of them. And like I said, I'm excited to kind of have this momentum continue to go up and trend upwards the last 3 games of the year.
Yeah, pardon me, I walked in late, so if you've addressed this, but one of the way you've made your name in this league is getting interceptions. Took a while this year to get on a roll that way. Do interceptions find you, or you go get interceptions? How does that work from your standpoint?
Yeah, I think the best part, in my opinion, I talk about it all the time about interceptions, is it's a complete defensive effort. I really, truly, and honestly believe that. Most of my interceptions come with great defensive execution and just being in the right place at the right time. And I don't believe in going to go search for plays. I don't think necessarily plays always come and find you. I just believe in the game is bigger than yourself, right? The game's bigger than me getting an interception, bigger than guys getting sacks, bigger than guys getting TFLs. Like, all those things come when all 11 of us do our job at the highest level. And so I just try to always be accountable, be in the right spot, be exactly where I tell the guys I'm going to be, and make a play when the play comes to me. And, ultimately that's what I get paid to do. And so I'm just really thankful for the guys on the defense, for the coaches week in and week out, setting us up to have a tremendous success. And like I said, I think big-time plays come in bunches, and they've definitely found us here late in the season, and we just got to keep that momentum going.
You had touched on this a little bit earlier, Justin, but after losing 5 straight going into today's game, what can a win like this, even just temporarily, even over the next 24, 48 hours, what can a win like this do for you guys, where you see that there is some kind of payoff for all of the hard work y'all put in?
Yeah, I think there's a tremendous amount that you can take, from a game like today. When you're losing games, and especially a lot of games in a row, you go into the film room and there's definitely positives, but you harp obviously a lot on the negatives. And it's like, if you could have made this play, imagine, the momentum that would have happened and carried over. And we go into the team meeting, and, all 3 phases, we watch together, talk about our goals throughout the week. What were those goals? And then we turn on the tape. The tape never lies. And I think today, what really mattered is that we made the plays consistently enough, like those 4, 5, 6 plays, that would really change the momentum of the game. And that's always going to be the difference. When you're playing week in and week out, 1-score games, you go back and you can always find like 5 or 6 plays that were the difference makers. And so I think for us, like, this is a huge momentum boost, right? We're going to the film room tomorrow. We'll talk about our goals to win as a team, and then we'll turn on the tape, and those, we hit those goals. And that's what it comes down to week in and week out. So I'm just, like I said, I think this is going to be a great momentum boost for us heading into, LA next week, getting ready to play the Rams.
Justin, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.